Yeah, make extra income on this. I'm also on disability. It's a fairly high up thing. It's hard to get a part of. Something when I was a kid, you would look up at grandpa or at uncle or many other older ones, and maybe they were on disability and had their own apartment and things. And you'd look up to them and be like, wow, maybe one day I could get on that pension one day because that pension, they're doing good. He had olives in the fridge and roasts, and he was a man and had his own apartment, and he was a Canadian, and he would walk to the store and grab some lottos, and he had everything. He had a vehicle, and he was able to go to the mall, the grocery store, Zellers, whatever, what have you. Had money. Of course, he had money in the savings. Hell, he went out for dinner. He could go to the Royal Legion, grab a beer, maybe a couple at that. There's every month he could do a new thing if he wanted to. No, it was not just the older ones, but some of the younger ones too. They obtained the disability. They obtained the pensions. There's many different pensions you can get all across the board and all different jobs and things you can get. It's just an income. The world is meant to be enjoyed, we found out, and that's why we have things called like amusement parks and things of that nature. But if you're one of these people that are just here to, like, why, there's nothing to get in the way of there. Everybody is making money in some ways. The only thing we should be worried about is how is this person not making money? How is this person not on their pensions or nowadays it's like, yeah, you got to get some money from here, you make your money with this job, then you get on another thing and another thing, and that's your job. Your full-time job is to do that about your life. My duty is not any other name. You have to become selfish earlier, not too selfish, but selfish enough where you start to care about yourself. Take care of yourself. I never used to take care of myself. I've learned to take care of myself a lot better now. With disability, you can do things like get gifts, receive gifts up to a large amount because that's realistic. This world has so many things to buy in reality. I hear that stuck in their room mentality, that this depressive mentality, that why do these people have this? Why do people have that? You'll never get anything with that mentality. And it becomes like, okay, maybe he's saying it right now. And tomorrow, that person's obviously going to get to it. But then it becomes like months of this person. And then that'll never get nowhere. And you never be one of those people that just constantly cry about other people's situation. And you never, everybody's supposed to maybe give in their little input. And then you go back to do whatever you need to do, other things, other things. There's so many different things in life and times in life. Like after this, I should really go clean up more. And then I should do this more. It's all my priority. And then those small encounters that we sit down and have dinner, they feel so great and so enlightening because it's natural. It's at the natural time that you're supposed to be doing that. And that's a thing. Anyways, but no, I'm very happy to be on ODSP, disability. And there's a lot of rumors and things that they say about that, but that's none of their business really because it's not supposed to be about that. So I don't want to talk about it much anymore as frequently. And I do answer questions and things, but that's my personal information and my personal business and my personal money and finances. And it's an invasion of privacy to go beyond that. People have been told what that is, and that there is all types of freedoms and responsibilities. And that's how it is all the way across the board. Financial freedom is not an easy thing to achieve, but it's been one of my main goals for a really long time is financial freedom. I hate when people yell things at me before I'm done speaking. And I think that should be a charge in the criminal law is I'm speaking and you purposely say something to piss me off where I have to start yelling when I'm already on a certain way. And they're doing that on purpose to distract you, distract me. That, along with invasion of privacy, goes against a lot of things. But financial freedom feels to me like it's just ahead, somewhere in the future. I can feel that I feel pretty good, pretty financially free now. With my disability, I can choose what I do on a daily basis without rushing or going beyond what I can personally, uh, health due to health reasons. So basically, we've gotten so developed so far in our governments. Really, everybody was supposed to be like a soldier, working hard, especially in the United States. But Canada had a little bit different. We came from the Queen. She understand that everyone couldn't be a United States or a Canadian soldier. So they had so much money that they built this system called ODSP. And it was, I didn't have to put on the boots and this and that with the rifle and go fight because we had enough soldiers to do that for us. We were so wealthy, and we had some ones with disabilities that weren't going to fight. We had money. It was, guess what? I'm on a pension. You're the soldier. Go do your killing. I'm part of the economy. Big part of it at that. Enough where these soldiers fight for me. I don't have to fight. Can you believe that? Yeah, I didn't have to enlist. But, and I'm not required to enlist, and I'm on a pension where basically I made a position for myself to get into a position from an early age. At an early age, I had a choice. Do I enlist into the Army? No, I didn't. I went celebrity, and I became successful in it. And here we are, long years later, and I'm still being able to do this. I got my pension for that security. My housing, everything like that, food, everything's covered by my government of Canada. Just like any soldier, any veteran, or any other person would get their pensions. Because I worked my ass off to get to that point, 28. Can you believe the time went by? It's really been 10 years, 7 years, 15 years, 20. It has. And guess what? Because I was a veteran of that time, I'm entitled to a certain amount of money and whatnot. And not only that, but also my health qualifies me. And that's why I get my housing, my food, and my necessities, and many other things covered to me. But guess what? I'm still young and I have ambition. And it just so happens I fit a niche category. I was, yeah, very lucky, was what you would call it. Lucky. And somebody used to call me that. My dad used to say, should have called you lucky. And you know what? I've never been very lucky when it comes to the casino. I've never been very lucky when it comes to the lottery. But when it came to that god-darn hard work, I was always lucky because I always knew one thing I said was, well, if you put in that work, you have a good chance of making some sort of solid return. More than I ever seen with the lottery. So that was why I always worked so hard. And I created this quote, which I say to a lot of people that, what is it? That every little video, everything you do, every amount of effort that you put in, not just videos, but effort in general, is almost like a lottery. Every positive effort that you put in is going to submit a ticket to the lottery of life when it comes to successes, whether it be something. So that's what motivates me for work, is I pretend that every little piece of effort that I put in buys me a little lottery ticket, and that lottery ticket might earn me 15 cents, 25 cents, 25,000 in the future. Who knows? But I try to submit tickets everywhere type of attitude. And then they start bringing in a lot of return and all that. But yeah, but ODSP for me, disability for me. But disability is everywhere. But yeah, it's helped me finally breathe. And it's